I changed my thumbnail on YouTube because I wasn't getting any views, but I really believed that this video was great and I spent a ton of time editing it to make it really good. So I checked the retention graph and I noticed that 83% of the viewers were still watching at 30 seconds. And I noticed that the average view percentage was at 58%. So I realized that it wasn't a bad video. It either just wasn't getting clicked on or YouTube wasn't putting it in front of the right audience. So I made a few different thumbnails and then I decided which ones were best and I started to A/B test these thumbnails on the video. And then slowly over time, it started to just get a little bit more views. The click-through rate started to increase until it finally took off. This video now has 1.5 million views and I would have never seen that if I didn't change my thumbnail, and I want to show you how you can do the same thing.
You gotta just press record.
No matter how many times you change your thumbnail or your title, the YouTube algorithm really doesn't care. All they care about is if your click-through rate is going to go down or up. The hope is that you change your thumbnail and that click-through rate is going to increase, and then eventually you're going to get more views because of this. Now, truly, there's 4 signs that I look for when A/B testing thumbnails on my videos. The first sign is if a video has a high retention in the first 30 seconds of the video, and you can see this inside of your YouTube studio. So if your video is not getting a lot of views, but there is a high retention in those first 30 seconds and you're hooking people into the content, this could be a great video to A/B test. Number 2 is if the total average view percentage of your video is higher than normal. This is a great sign that you might have a great video and you just need to change out your thumbnail or title and find a new way to package this out so more people can click on it. The third sign is if your video has a ton of impressions but a low click-through rate. This means YouTube is recommending your content like crazy. Maybe it's a great topic, maybe it's timely, but people aren't clicking on it. And number 4, I love to A/B test my thumbnails on videos that are in the first 24 hours if they're not performing like usual or as good as I think it can. And this is a great way to quickly increase the views on that video by finding a better thumbnail. And to A/B test these thumbnails, I use this website called thumbnailtest.com. But I want to show you guys how to use this software the best way possible so you can decide which thumbnails you should be using, because you don't just want to look at the click-through rate. There's a few other things you want to look at as well. But first, I want to thank StreamYard for sponsoring this video. If you're looking to live stream or even start a video podcast on YouTube, we highly recommend StreamYard because of how easy it is to use and how professional it looks. My favorite thing about StreamYard is how simple it is to invite guests onto your show. You can send them a link. They don't even need to sign up. They just click the link and then you can bring them onto your live stream. As simple as that. StreamYard is free to use, but if you want to unlock a ton of really cool features and you want to get started for 14 days for free, go to streamwiththink.com or check the link out in the description. All right, let's get back into the video. The first thing you want to do is create an account and log into that account. Once you connect your YouTube channel, you're going to see all of your videos right here, and you simply just need to click on what video it is that you want to test. Once selected, you're going to hit next step, and then from here you can upload the thumbnail that you want to test. Now you are able to upload up to 10 different images, and then each image is going to run against the original thumbnail so they can compare all of them together. But I typically find, just because it is super quick, I like to do it one at a time. Once you hit next and go to this page, you're going to have a few different options. If you want the most accurate test results and maybe your video is a bit older, I do recommend changing the test speed to daily. But if you're trying to move quick and you just want to see some simple statistics to see how it compares, then you're going to want to change this back to hourly, which is what I do when I'm testing in that first day. And then lastly, all you need to do is hit run test. Now we're going to see that the test has started and I don't have to do anything. I don't need to go into YouTube and change anything. It's going to change my thumbnail, my title, whatever it is that I changed automatically for me. And then at the very end, all I need to do is grab my results and then compare each thumbnail and see which one performed better. This is a test I did on my basketball channel, and we had a thumbnail that was tested right here on the left and on the right, and I was seeing which one was going to be better. We're going to look at click-through rate, and we can see that the click-through rate, when we have 4.17% versus 6.07%, which is a pretty big difference. To put that into perspective, if you got 10,000 impressions, that would be the difference between 400 views and 600 views. And here's the other thing that really matters, which is your average view duration. And the reason you want to look at this, and you can see these are only 2 seconds different, basically the same, but if it's like 30 seconds, a minute plus difference, you really want to look at that because that can really hurt if your average view duration drops because of your thumbnail change. And the reason that happens typically is because the thumbnail doesn't match the content. It might be a little clickbaity, or it just doesn't resonate with the actual video based on the viewer's expectations. And so sometimes they'll click on the video and they'll click right off because it's not what they wanted. And you can see right here underneath this, we have that metric right here, average view duration times click-through rate. YouTube Studio doesn't even give you this. So I love that this software gives you this formula, and you can see how much higher this one on the right is. And that is a great sign that this is a better combo for the video. Now, this video has been out for almost a week and it has 481,000 views. Now, if I wouldn't have changed the click-through rate and I would have left it around 4 or 5% of a click-through rate, this video would have only gotten 245,000 views. So with all of those extra views added onto this video, that's an extra $1,225 that this video generated. Now, of course, you need to know how to create a good thumbnail that's going to get clicks. And so if you click on the screen, you can watch that video right now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.